Hey guys, welcome back to Mom and Go Out Vegan. So I know I've taken a little break, a little hiatus because I've been getting used to Mom and Go Out Vegan. Literally, mom life, very hectic as far as the lack of sleep, getting into a habit of like breastfeeding, taking care of myself, cleaning the house, or choosing when to take a nap, when to clean, just things of that nature. So, I've finally gotten a break. I've gotten a little bit adjusted to like being into like the routine of things. So here we are with the video. So I'm going to just take some time to share some details about my birth story. Things didn't go as planned, so that also played a factor in me like taking a little hiatus, me being a little bit MIA, me being a little bit distant from people, just because like when your birth doesn't go as planned, you kind of just beat yourself up a little bit, you become a little bit disappointed, and you kind of feel a little bit guilty, like did I do something wrong, was it me? But you can plan, but baby comes when they want to come. No one can explain truly why babies come early, why babies come late. It's just life, that's just how it happens. So without further ado, I will get into the birth story. So Monday, September 28th was my last day going into the office. I felt fine, got off of work, drove home, and I'm just like, okay, what day am I going to stop working? My midwife had told me at 36 weeks I should stop working. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll stop at Friday, October 2nd. I'll stop going into the office because then that'll be right before 37 weeks. But I was going to work the full work week of 36 weeks. So I didn't end up doing that. Tuesday I woke up, I'm feeling weird, and I'm just going to the bathroom a lot all day on Tuesday. And right before Tuesday, Monday night, I was just feeling a little bit weird, and I kept having like pain in my back. My back was just super like crampy, but it wasn't like extreme. It just felt weird. I was like, I don't think I'm going to feel right sitting down in a chair all day for 8 hours versus like just laying in my bed. So I didn't go to work. Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, same thing. So I didn't go to work. So I went to my last chiropractor appointment, my awesome chiropractor. He's like, everything is fine, you're good to go. He adjusted everything so I wasn't feeling my back being all crampy for like the rest of the day until the evening time, but we'll get to that. So I come back home, I had like a package or something came from like the registry. And then I'm just getting things together still, because I'm just like, okay, let me get the final pieces together. And I just got like some cloth diapers in and whatnot, so I'm like taking everything out the plastic, getting everything together, and I'm just putting it all in their respective places. I ordered like organizers, and I just wanted everything to be together so that when I went into labor, all we had to do was just literally get ourselves clean, lay down. That's it. So I have a midwifery appointment like around like 4:30ish. Went to midwife, and she's like, yeah, it sounds like your body could be gearing up for labor, but she's like, just take it easy. Continue to do what you're doing. Make sure that you're eating. Make sure you're taking like your iron supplement and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I go home. I'm chilling for real. My boyfriend gets off of work. He takes his daily nap. I'm chilling for real. I think I fell asleep, dozed off. Wake up, texting my sister and some other people. And around 9 something, my back starts to cramp, and my back has never cramped before. And put it in the heating pad on my back, and it's not really providing me much relief. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just lay here, take it easy. But in this time, I'm running back and forth to the toilet. And I'm saying toilet because I was doing it too. My body was just clearing itself. I'm like, okay, this is weird. So I'm texting my midwife back and forth. So I'm like, okay, today is just different from the other days. Tuesday through Wednesday, we were saying the exact thing, like I'm going back and forth to the toilet, but it wasn't as often, and I didn't feel the cramps in my back as strong. So my back had been crampy a little bit Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So Thursday evening, which is the time that I'm talking about now in the story, my back started to cramp even more. I go to the bathroom, which was the 8th time going that day. Yes, 8 times, y'all. The 8th time going. And then I peed as well. I peed, mucus plug came when I wiped. And then I felt like a little like plop, which was the rest of the mucus plug, because I didn't get it all on the toilet paper. And then I saw blood. And when you are about to like go into labor, or sometimes when you lose your mucus plug, early, you may lose your mucus plug, then you may have a bloody show, then your mucus plug may regenerate itself and you may not go into labor for like a week, 2 weeks, a month later. It just depends on the situation when the baby's ready to come for real. So mucus plug, my midwife is like, wait, send me a picture. So I sent her a picture of it. She's like, yeah, that's your mucus plug. She's like, okay, go back to the bed. You're on bed rest. Don't do nothing the next 3 days. She needs to come on Monday because then she'll be full term. So I'm like, okay, bet I'm gonna just go relax, not doing nothing this weekend. So I'm gonna sit here and just chill. So the cramps in my back start to get a little bit more extreme. And then I'm chilling, but the back cramps are still bothering me. So I'm trying to like soothe myself a little bit. I'm listening to like some, I think I cut on Hypno Babies at one point in time, but I couldn't focus. So I cut it off. So I'm back to watching the Parkers. And I remember I was watching episode 4 where she was in that stupid Tybo class and then she ended up knocking out the professor. Y'all gotta watch that. It's like season 1, episode 4, when she was stalking the professor per usual. So I'm like rewinding that because that's providing me some relief because that's the funniest part. But then I'm like, okay, now I gotta focus on these cramps in my back a little bit because like what's going on. So the cramps are getting more and more like extreme. And so I'm telling my midwife like, hey, like it's picking up a little bit. And this is around like 11 something. A few moments later, I thought I peed on myself, right? So it was like, it felt like I had peed on myself the first time. This was like 3 waves of like water coming out or fluid coming out. So it was like a little bit of fluid, but it felt like a pee because it was just like super warm. I'm okay, I'm pretty sure your pee is warm because your body's warm, duh. But then the second time, the second wave of fluids flowing out of me, because I don't know if it was pee first, then it was fluid, then it was pee, whatever it was like pee. Then my water broke because all you heard was ksh, and it was super warm and it was kind of like slimy, not like the mucus plug slimy, but like it was a different texture than pee is what I'm saying. So then another wave of fluid came. I'm like, okay, I'm in disbelief that my water is breaking right now because I'm like, this is happening too fast. I know I said like 2 hours prior and my mucus plug broke, but then things happen in my head, things are happening faster. I'm like, okay, this is picking up. And my midwife was like, okay, I'm coming to your house. So I'm like, okay. I told my boyfriend, I'm like, hey, she's on her way, get the tub together. Because I'm thinking maybe we could still have a home birth. Not really thinking like, oh, if she comes preterm, you can't have a home birth because then it won't technically be safe. So he's like trying to get the tub together. Ooh, and then my midwife's like, nah, if you're actually going into labor, which I believe your body is going into labor right now, you cannot have a home birth. So, you know, I'm like a little like blown, but I'm like, okay, whatever. As long as I make it out alive, my baby makes it out alive. I don't care where we have birth at this point. I just want to make sure that we both make it out wherever we need to make it out from, which was going to be the hospital. So, she gets here. She can't find parking. So I'm blown because I'm getting annoyed at this place. I'm like, I don't know what to do because I'm thinking about these cramps in my back and I can't focus on anything else but this pain, because that's how it was. It was just like, that was all I could focus on was the pain in my back. Because now I'm going through actual contractions and they, something serious there. So they're manageable with the right support and with you being able to focus on something else, they're manageable. However, I didn't charge my MP3 player with Hypno Babies up there. So, you know, I'm just suffering a little bit because I can't focus on the Parkers. I needed Hypno Babies to be in my ears with the noise cancellation headphones. But, you know, things happen unplanned. So, she's like, yeah, tell my boyfriend to get a bag together, because I didn't pack a hospital bag because I didn't think I was ever going to go to the hospital. I was like, I'm having a baby at home. I don't need to pack a hospital bag, you know, just in case. None of that. I wanted to stay in the mindset of I'm going to have the birth that I want to have. But, you know, it's okay. So he's packing the bag or whatever, getting my stuff together, and then I had to throw something on because like I said, I peed and my water broke through my leggings, so I had to change my clothes. So I put on like my little dress, a jacket, put on my little Nike slides, because I'm just like, I want to put on something else. I want to put on my Uggs, I want to put on this, I want to put on that. And they're like, no, like, Gabby, like, we need to leave right now. Because like I said, I'm still stuck on stupid because I'm in disbelief that I'm going into labor. So we get everything together, we leave, and of course, like, we're running through the red lights. We go to the hospital, go to labor and delivery, and boom, go to like the little room prior to that, get your COVID testing. Woo, woo. Midwife came back. Once my test came back negative, they're massaging my back and whatever throughout the process. I gave birth to my baby girl. Everything was fine. I had first degree tearing, and that means that that's the least severe that you can have. I gave birth on like all fours, which they call the hands and knees position. I listened to Hypnobabies the whole entire time. At one point in time, I was on a high. I can't really explain. I never experienced this feeling ever in my life, but it was like a high. It was like I ended up, there's a picture which I won't be sharing because it's too intimate. I gave birth naked for number 2, but number 1, I was just on a high, and there's a picture that shows me like smiling because I'm comprehending like I'm about to meet my creation, and it's just a really beautiful experience. And hopefully I don't start crying because I start boohoo crying as soon as she came out, and I like caught her basically as she was coming out because my midwife was like, reach down, your baby's there, and I was like, huh? Like the little person that's been floating around my stomach the whole time. Like I'm just trying to like comprehend what I'm doing. So boom, safe delivery. I was very direct in telling them what I did and did not want. I was very direct in telling them, hey, come massage my back. I'm going through a contraction. Of course, I was very nice about it, but I was also very direct and very stern because I was very educated in my research. So I knew like what I was and was not going for. And that's what I want for any mom that has to give birth in a hospital, whether it's planned or unplanned. I just want them to be informed so that you make the decisions in the right state of mind, and then no one's able to run over you. I've seen it plenty of times. I've heard it plenty of times that where they take advantage of young moms and things of that nature for them not knowing the information that is out there, but they just don't know where to look for it. So I made an informed decision about everything that I did. I stood firm in everything that I wanted done. I stuck to my birth plan. I had a successful delivery, and you know, been momming while vegan this whole time. You know, the past few weeks, we're at about like a month or so now, going strong. I'm breastfeeding very successfully. My milk supply is very good. So, you know, just wanted to come up here, give my birth story with some details, but I won't be inserting any pictures of like my daughter or anything like that. We came to the conclusion that we won't be like posting any pictures on social media or anything. So I just ask that people respect my wishes. Don't ask me for pictures. If I send you pictures and I ask you not to post them, I just expect for you to respect my well wishes. And yeah, just thank you for tuning into Momming While Vegan. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you like the story, you have any comments, you want to know a little bit more information as far as like breastfeeding, just like general topics. I'm not going to share any more details other than what was in this video if I haven't already shared it with you overall. So please don't ask me more about that, but you can ask me like about like breastfeeding, how it is to be a new mom, postpartum depression, things of that nature. Like I'll expand on those topics more personally, if you will, if you reach out to me. But I'm not going to give any more details as far as like the birth experience or anything like that. Very intimate details, some things I just want to keep to myself. But yeah, everything went smoothly. I'm alive, we're well, and we're healthy. You probably have heard her in the background a little bit here. But yeah, she's like asleep right now. She's probably pooping because she's grunting a little bit. So if you heard like a little that was her. So yeah, there it goes again. Thank you for tuning into Momming While Vegan once again. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I hope you all like this video.